Raider Nation? I'm your host, Samoa Raider. Let's get right into your Nation News. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about some GMs that the Raiders have requested to interview. Not only that, Rich Bisaccia, his big day is today because he's going to be meeting with Mark Davis on potentially becoming the head coach for the Raiders in 2022. All of that on this quick episode of Nation News.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
This video is sponsored by the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or order it online and have it shipped to your door. Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Raider Scout on Instagram. If y'all not following him, I don't know what y'all doing, man. Go ahead and follow my boy Raider Scout. So since the Raiders have let go of Mike Mayock, they have wasted no time requesting an interview for the vacant GM position. One of those guys being the Bengals lead scout Trey Brown. At 35 years old, he would be the second youngest GM in the NFL. Brown is regarded in NFL circles as sharp, knowledgeable, and a relentless worker, and he has impressed ownership and multiple GM interviews. Brown played cornerback at UCLA and has spent time as the Eagles director of college scouting from 2016 to 2018 and has been with the Bengals ever since. And another candidate that the Raiders have requested to interview for the GM position is Bears assistant director of player personnel Champ Kelly. Kelly is highly respected around the league and is seen as one of the up-and-coming minds in the NFL. He's already interviewed with the Bears and Vikings. Kelly spent 2008 to 2014 with the Denver Broncos as their director of college scouting and director of pro personnel before leaving for the Bears in 2015, where he served at the same positions. Smith is one of the few candidates to have 5+ years experience as both director of college and pro scouting. He's also credited for drafting and signing players like Emmanuel Sanders, Aqib Talib, DeMarcus Ware, Shelby Harris, Bradley Chubb for the Broncos, and Robert Quinn, Khalil Mack, Jalen Johnson, and David Montgomery for the Bears. Like I said before, though I like Ed Dodds a lot, it doesn't matter who we bring in as the GM as long as they could come in and help take this team to the promised land and get us to that 4th Lombardi trophy. Now let's talk about our favorite interim head coach, Bill Goldberg. According to Ian Rappaport, he tweeted, the Raiders will conduct their interview with interim head coach Rich Bisaccia today for the head coaching job. This will be his chance to stake his claim. You guys already know how I feel about Rich Bisaccia. He's a good guy and I know that the players really love him. Heck, this guy wrote a personal thank you letter to each and every one of his players in his hotel room following the Cincinnati playoff game. And if that does not show you how much he loves his players, then I don't know what will. And then I came across a quote from a former Raiders veteran saying, "We didn't have Gruden grinding us late in the year. Gruden would kill us and we would fall apart. The reason this team played so well down the stretch is that Rich listened to the players and took it easy over the back half of the season." Obviously, that is a bit of a knock to John Gruden, but also some high praise for Rich Bisaccia, who is trying to find a way to become the Raiders head coach going into 2022. Rich Bisaccia took over this team following the Bears loss in Week 5, and the team was 3-2 at the time, and he led them to a 7-5 run into the playoffs as the 5th seed in the AFC. The first time an interim coach has done so in the history of the NFL. I believe so. I think that's what I read. I'm not too sure. Now, there are two sides to this because half of the nation really wants to keep Bisaccia, especially with everything that he's done, overcoming adversity and still taking this team to the playoffs. And on top of that, we know how much the team loves this guy. And then there's the other half that understands all of that, but understands that we need to have a coach that could come in that is experienced, that can take this team over the hump. A guy with a solid winning resume. Somebody like a Jim Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, Doug Peterson, so on and so forth. I mean, the only way I could see Rich Bisaccia possibly becoming our head coach in 2022 is if the players come into the interview room and tell Mark Davis how much they want him as their head coach moving forward and lay their jerseys out one by one. Kind of like that scene from Rudy. Hey, shout out to my guy Darren Carr. I seen this clip on his Twitter page, and the crazy thing about it is I could actually see this happening. But with that being said, Raider Nation, man, let me know down in the comments below. Do you guys want Rich Bisaccia to return as the head coach of the Raiders in 2022? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, Raidernation, that is all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoff. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.